Hi, my name is Sandra, and welcome to Teachers of Good Things. Teachers of Good Things is a YouTube channel that has a goal toward encouraging Christian women to fulfill their calling to be teachers of good things to their families and to those around them. My name is Sandra, and I am a pastor's wife. I am a mother of 4 children. I am a homeschooling mother, and I am a nerd. I like to learn. I like to know new things and be challenged by things. And I am in this crazy life that I never found myself ever thinking that I would be in. But here I am. And I find myself needing the grace of God and His wisdom more and more every single step that I take in my life. And I find myself learning a lot. I've learned a lot of things the hard way. A lot of things I've only been able to learn because of the grace of God. And those are the things that I hope to share with you here, because we shouldn't both have to learn the hard way. And the scriptures command older sisters to be teachers of good things. And I'm not that old. I feel that old most of the time. But I realize that I've always wanted to be that person who looks behind me and helps the people that are where I used to be. And when I was looking around for somebody to help me, I want to be that person that I wanted to find. And so some of you watching this isn't going to be very beneficial for you. Some of you watching this that are just getting started in mothering, I hope that this is an encouragement to you. I feel like God has put in my heart a burden to be an encourager and a gift to be an encourager. And this is one small way that I feel like I can work towards that goal. Because when you homeschool your kids, you're home a lot. You are homeschooling. I'm home a lot. And I don't often run into people, but I do a lot of talking to people online, talking to people on the phone, and trying to be an encourager that way. And so I hope that you will follow this channel. It seems weird even saying a channel because this is not something I ever really saw myself doing. But it's just a vehicle by which to get out what I feel like I need to do. And so that's how I intend to use it. So I hope that you stick around. I hope that you find some things that are helpful to you. And my goal is not to make really long videos. It's to make fairly short ones that you can watch pretty quickly that tell stories of where God has encouraged me. Because He has been so faithful. He has brought me to this life, and He has given me every single thing that I need. A couple things you need to realize about me. I try to be really real. I really do. And in being really real, that includes all of this. So there are days that I will have lots of makeup. There are days I will have none, like today. There will be days I will have my hair in a bun. There will be days when I have my nails painted like this because my daughter did them. And that's just going to have to be good enough because I try to be real. I don't think you can be an encourager if you're not a real person. And so I try not to sugarcoat anything. So I'll tell you a little bit about my day today. Today, I began homeschooling high school for the very first time. I will go into a lot more detail about how I came to homeschooling and all of that in some other talks. But let me just tell you about today. Today was my first day of homeschooling high school, and I feel like it was a terrible disaster of a day. It was an absolute disaster. I feel like nothing went the way that I had predicted that it would go. When I sat in my planning spot this year and thought about all of the wonderful things that high school would hold for us, this day was not the day that I had planned that it would go. What happened this day was my rigidity met my circumstances. A lot of times as mothers and wives especially, and I think you figure this out as a wife before you figure it out as a mother, you get real rigid on how you think that things should be. It's the way that you think things should be. And it's not the way God thinks things should be. A lot of the times, it's just how you think that it should be. And I've realized throughout the years of being a wife and a mother that holding on to that rigidity is very stressful. And so I am a person who holds on to things a lot. So I had in my brain that this day, we were going to sit down with all of our books. We were going to be really excited about learning. Everything was going to be perfectly in the right spot. Everything was going to be done. I was even working on a student handbook like you would get in high school, for real, typing on the computer. Did I get it done? No, I did not get it done. I had all of this. I was going to make a very big breakfast. We were going to have a nice lunch. We were going to be done at a certain time. The house was going to be clean, of course, before I started any of this. And this is not what happened today at all. What today looked like was a catch-up day. It was a catch-up day. It was our first official day of school. But what that looked like was the children helping me get the schoolroom ready, getting our books in place, getting our binders filled out. And I had reluctant helpers, and I was very disappointed. Very, very, very disappointed. I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed that everybody went to bed early tonight because I was that disappointed. Because when I speak, I expect you to help and listen, especially if you're high school. You're high school. And so I realized again, the Lord reminded me again, that these are not big deal things. They're only a big deal because I'm making it a big deal. And so what I learned today on my first day of homeschooling high school is to let go of my expectations. That my expectations are not the gospel. They're not. They're not the gospel. They're simply my expectations. And why did I want my expectations? I wanted my expectations so that I could feel successful, so that I felt successful. What bothered me today was that I did not feel successful. I felt like we failed on so many fronts. We failed on discipline. We failed on work ethic. We failed on having the stuff in order, orderliness. We failed on having the house together like I wanted it to be. We failed on all of these fronts. Just so many, so many fronts that, according to my standards, we failed. But did we really fail? Did we really fail? No, we didn't really fail. We learned. We learned that we need to work, and we learned why it's important to be diligent. And we got our books in order, and the kids enjoyed looking at their new books, and all is well. All is well now at 20 till 10. Now it's all fine. Such is life. So I hope you stick around. I have lots of stories to share, lots of things where God has been good to me. And I know that he's been good to you too. And I look forward to hearing your stories as well. So have a blessed day. Bye-bye.